Hey guys, it's Greg, and I am back once again with another legendary DXP character spotlight video. Today, we are focusing on Makea The All-Knowing. Makea is an interesting character because when leveraged properly, she can make your deck very potent. Makea is all about deck manipulation and quote-unquote seeing the future. Fortune Smiles on You is a card draw with a choice, which is pretty interesting. You draw 2 cards and then put back 1 card on top of your deck. Did I mention that card doesn't have to be one you just drew? This gives you the power to decide if you want to make this hand more powerful or give to the next hand, give that next hand a boost. It is a card that has been growing on me quite a bit, though I must admit I still haven't been using it very much. Part of me thinks that it's better in theory than in practice, and it can be hard for me to wrap my mind around this type of card sometimes. I'm inclined to stop and say, well, why don't you just leave Fortune Smiles out and draw the card you would be drawing instead? It just seems like, why is there a middleman in here? But beyond that being a logical fallacy, how are you going to draw that card if you don't have card draw? But anyways, the reason why you should pick this up is that you get a choice from it. Choice is an intangible concept, so it doesn't jump out to me as something you're gaining until I really stop and think about it. The fact of the matter is, though, the degree to which you are able to choose and able to take RNG out of the equation can be the difference between success and failure in this type of game. And that's, be it just, Legendary DXP or just a deck builder in general. Oh, you drew Merciless Pounding and Power of Love together? Oh, too bad you have to put one of those back, huh? But wait. Now you can choose to keep them both and put one of those envoys from your hand back instead. Pound Town! There are so many situations where this type of effect can be outstandingly beneficial that I could go on and on, but I know you didn't pay to see me talk about this card only. The Stars Know Wall is another Mayor, but better card, bringing 2 recruit and an ability, and it costs 3 to recruit it. It's another flavor of deck manipulation compared to what we saw before. You reveal the top card of your draw deck and choose to discard it or put it back. The intelligence synergy is really only applicable in a multiplayer game, but it allows you to reveal and discard or put back from each other player in the game as well. A couple of ways for you to look at that. In single player, you're setting up either your next hand or you are setting up your next card draw. It always stinks when you have limited card draw and you get a card that is just dead weight in your hand. Usually that means it's a wound for me. Another way to look at this, in multiplayer, this card can be used to set up another card nicely. Makea's ultimate Seer Stones and Caradwin's ultimate Master Shapeshifter really come to mind for this. We'll talk about Seer Stones again in a bit, but for now, let's just consider Master Shapeshifter, which causes each player to discard a card and you play a copy of each card that was discarded. It's a whole lot nicer knowing that you're not playing that envoy or that wound that the Stars Know All just forced them to discard, right? And another way on top of these is this card gives you the power to choose between the greater good and your own self-interests. They have a super powerful card next? Well, you get a better chance at getting the most victory points when they can't play it. And the last way of looking at it is that this card gives you the power to choose between the greater good and your own self-interests. They have a super powerful card next? Well, you get a better chance at getting the most victory points if they can't play it. But, on the other side, you have a better chance at a team victory if they keep it. There's something intoxicating about knowing you hold the fate of others in your hands. Hey, you know who likes card draw? This guy. Hypnotic Gaze gives you 2 attack for 4 recruit and it allows you to draw the next card if that next card is a Magi Nation hero. There's a pretty strong chance that you're going to be able to take advantage of this effect when you're playing with Makea. She's Magi Nation after all. If you've been watching my other Legendary DXP videos, you've seen that the other Magi Nation heroes are pretty strong as well. Definitely give this one a try, particularly if you have other Magi Nation heroes in the game as well. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, Makea's Ultimate. The one, the only, Seer Stone! Okay, so when you play this, you get 4 attack, and then you get extra attack equal to the recruit cost of the top card on your deck. So if that is a Fortune's Miles on you, you get +2 attack, so you get 6 attack. If that card is Hypnotic Gaze, you get +4 attack, so you get 8 attack. And you get the idea from there. The ceiling for this is 12, since the most costly card in the game right now is 8 recruit. Now, with all of the other Makea cards, you'll have an opportunity to manipulate things in your favor by getting rid of a low-cost card or 2. And this is unfortunately still problematic because there's no guarantee that you'll actually be able to get those other cards in your hand in order to then make sure that you're not pulling in your Envoy or your Wound. 4 attack isn't going to be doing you many favors without the help of another card, so, you know, you really need to make sure that you're setting yourself up in the best way possible. The thing that is buoying this card and keeping it from being absolute garbage is the fact that you don't discard that revealed card. And that is Makea the All-Knowing. She's pretty cool from a thematic perspective. She's okay as a utility hero that can help you get by if you aren't able to optimize your deck. You know, she helps you to overlook those starter heroes, if you will. Makea pairs nicely with Kamina because she will feed the card draw strategy, but really any Magi Nation hero would be good. In terms of a letter grade, I have to give Makea a C+. She does have flashes of greatness with her deck manipulation abilities, but she's really held back by an underwhelming ultimate. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please let me know if you think that I am way off base. Let me know if you think that she's really better used in a different manner. And I'll talk to you guys in a few days.